Washing Institute Contractors First. I'm here with Trudi from Panhandle Power Wash. How are you doing tonight, Trudi?
I am doing way better than I was last week.
That's awesome. That's awesome
Yeah,
stuff.
it's been a good day. It's been a good day today.
It is awesome stuff. I'm going to turn my Logitech mic on. I hope I sound better now. Sound a little bit more more clear. I love your lighting you got. You got a ring. It looks great.
I got two rings. Look, it even
shows
my eyelashes.
Two.
Look at that.
I got two too. See, they're right
there.
there. Nobody can see them though, but hey. Anyways, we're gonna get a couple fans in here, but tonight, guys, what we're talking about is the Panhandle. Look, it's fair to say there's not going to be any other events this year that are going to match what the Panhandle event was. It was the largest training event of 2022. It's undisputed. There was more contractors at this event doing training than any other event. I want to almost say probably in history, but definitely for the 2022, there was no other event. Somebody wants to share the event that's bigger, I'd be willing to listen. Wouldn't you, Trudi?
I would. Hey, Justin.
Two of my favorite people in the industry. Well, that's awesome, Justin. We appreciate that. Guys, let us know if you're coming to the Panhandle event. Chime in if you're coming. We want to know if you guys are all going to come. Chime in there. Share this thing. Like this thing. Give Trudi some, love there and get this thing out there because, Trudi, we had roughly a little over 400 people, right? And that was
we had the seating for 450 people. And then when I did my class at the beginning, there was probably about 20 seats empty, but there were still some stragglers outside coming in. Hey, Jerry. Yeah. So, the exact number, I had 600 registered. That's crazy. That's crazy Greg, for a first event.
Greg, we are going to do the Green Ox video, Greg. Relax. It's on the schedule. Green Ox, we'll just say it. Trudy, you've discovered this. Tell everybody about Green Ox so Greg can just go, just tell them.
Well, I have tested that product pretty much every time I do my industry paint issue testing. Like I do different paint manufacturers, different chemicals. And every time, the only chemical that works on the paint that changes while we wash it is the Green Ox. So I'm excited that that's happening. We have a solution. It's going to cost the homeowner a little bit more money, but they get a clean house. So
in straight lingo, guys, it means that Green Ox so far she's tested has passed. Not only removing the mold, but not damaging boards we know that other products damaged. Let's just put it that way.
And if you've seen the
and you've literally had it, we don't have to pick on chlorine because we've had all kinds of other products fail it.
Oh too, yeah, right? No, I've tested probably 30 different products to clean
30 different products. And most of those failed even removing the mold, right?
Right, yeah. They either didn't change the color of the paint or they did not remove the mold. So if you're going to use that product, you're not doing what you're hired to do. So, which is clean the house. If it doesn't come off, it doesn't do any good. But did you, I don't know if anybody watched the live at my class at the PWNA event, but I did have another paint manufacturer color change. So it is not limited to one paint manufacturer at all.
So we don't beat the dead horse, but let's give a little recap on this. You've discovered that we found this happening as far back as how long?
2005.
And we know it's not specific to any single manufacturer. So far, we pretty much have had failure. Is it across the board?
I've only got two. I mean, I've heard of others, but I haven't got the color code to test it.
Personally, you've got two major manufacturers that are failing, and we know about others. Well, and you're right. We can't positively say this because
until I test it myself and
until we know, right? Till you know what you know, right? Because people all the time get bad information. Homeowners don't really know what paint they have sometimes. They just know that they hear the word, they hear a commercial on Home Depot and they're like, that's my paint,
right.
They don't really know, right? Or even a contractor. hey, a painting contractor could tell them that they got something that they didn't really get too, right? I mean,
Exactly.
who knows?
And,
Who really
you know,
knows?
next time we go live, I'm going to take a picture of my fence because I've bought so much paint that my fence is 3 different colors of blue just because I have to use it somewhere. I'm not going to throw paint away. So I've painted my fence 3 different colors of blue. It's crazy.
Threw it up on the fence, and now
just,
we can destroy your fence when we need to
no,
do
this
testing.
is the one that didn't change.
Oh, okay. You got the good stuff.
Yeah, I'm going to have to buy a gallon of each paint that I test.
You got the good stuff. You got the good stuff out there, and you're using the bad stuff. You leave that for everybody else.
So I've spent thousands of dollars on the paint and the chemicals just to test all these. So I'm not going to throw the paint away. So, you know, if Shane likes it or not, we got multicolored fence going around the pool.
Multicolored fence. Hey, saving a few bucks by doing your testing, right?
Might as well.
I am going to get this blasted out. So if I seem distracted, I'm distracted.
I will talk. So if you guys are more interested in the industry paint issues, there's a great article in here. Commercial Washing News. I met actually at the huge event. I met with the writer, and he took some information down, and we talked, and he interviewed me and Bo. And there's a lot of good information in there about this industry paint issue problem that we're having. It's not going away. I got the pigment in my hand, and when I printed out the SDS sheets on this, it was manufactured in 2005. So my timeline was perfect on when this problem started happening. So while Ron is doing that, I'm just going to tell you guys a crazy story. So I drove down to Orlando for the PW&A CETA event, and we got there Tuesday. Went out to eat, took the kids to the arcade, and then got home. The next morning we woke up. My SUV was taken out of the garage at the rental house. It was stolen, and I spoke to the officer. There were 6 cars stolen, and it was like a movie. They bombarded this house. These guys were running across yards, jumping in pools, and they've got most of them. It was crazy. They said they got 12 guns, they got cash, they got 6 fobs from vehicles, but they used my vehicle as the accomplice to drive them around to whatever vehicle they were going to steal. So it was like a movie set where I was in Orlando. I'm like, oh my goodness, this is insane. And then I got stuck on a ride at Universal to just top it off. And then my face, you see it's all scratched. My puppy had a seizure, jumped on my face, scratched the crap out of it. It was just, it was not a good vacation.
I just texted 12,000 people.
You have a huge friends list, Ron.
Did you see that? 12,000.
That's crazy.
It is crazy.
Huge friends list.
12,000 people. It's still loading. I guess it takes a little while for that to load, but we'll see. So. We'll see when everybody gets it.
Oh, Greg said it's spam. Are you spamming people?
No. I'll
show
you in a minute. Like 12,000 people actually opted in. Isn't that insane?
That is crazy.
Here's the 5,000 that opted in. I don't know if you guys can. Maybe
you can't
lighting,
see
the lighting won't make that adjust. Oh, there it is.
There it is.
5,000 opted in this month. 5,000. Isn't that nuts?
Crazy. So this event is going to be insane. I've got hood cleaners coming. That is an add-on service, especially for the guys up north where it's snowing. The restaurants are still open. They still need this service. So we've got hood vent cleaning. I'm working on some other new classes that haven't been touched upon on these training, events. So
but lots of repeat stuff too, right? We're gonna have Jerry there doing a wash water control certification. Mm-hmm. We're gonna have Caleb Roth from the stain and
Stainless steel
sealing.
experts.
We're gonna have Greg Tatum doing his paver restoration and his infamous coloring class. I'm gonna be there doing some little bit of concrete
And my
cleaning.
favorite's gonna be Judd West.
Judd's gonna be there.
Judd's gonna be there.
Leon's gonna be there. We don't
Awesome.
know Bo will be there, but we'll find out if the pre-WNA training trailer's coming. I've invited and asked Patrick Clark to be a keynote, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Of course, Ryan Cash will be there with the Roof Tech machine, which is something really crazy. And we're hoping that either F9 or both EcoChem can come this time like they did last
Maybe
year.
Gold Assassin can show up this year. I know his wife was expecting, and it was either missing the delivery of his baby or my event. So, I think he made the right choice this year.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
You got to go with it, especially. I mean, any baby, right? Whether it's your first, second, third. I mean, you can't miss that baby being born stuff. But guys, if you're out there tonight, do me a favor. We're just trying to promote this event tonight. Just January 18th and 19th, 2023. It's undisputed. It was the largest contractor training event I want to say of all time, but I know I can say for certain of 2022. I haven't been alive for 150 years, so it's possible that there might have been a bigger one prior to my lifetime. But in this last decade, there's never been as big of a training event as what happened in Sandestin at the Panhandle event last year. Actually, not last year, just last January. Just last January, it was huge. And it's a record for a first event. I mean, it's crazy, Trudi, for a record for a first event.
It had me on the edge of the seat. When we got 600 registrations, I was very nervous. I was so nervous, but everything went off.
How does it feel to be as famous as you are in this industry and like boom, like that? Overnight you're a success.
I mean, I still don't feel it. It's crazy. It's insane. I'm just out there doing this for the contractors. I am a contractor. I've been washing for years. And
the Green Ox, do you know this gentleman? Do you know what he's talking about?
But I do not sell my 5 gallons for $150. So I don't know where.
How much are they?
They're $100.
$100.
5 gallons.
Need to line up a beach house. Yes, definitely. I would love to have a beach house. Except I got to be closer
hey,
to
David
the
Allen. No, I will try anything that works on this paint. I'm not opposed to anything. I want to find out what contractors can use. Like I said, I'm a contractor first. I just started this because I had shoulder surgery, knee surgery, trigger finger surgery, foot surgery, and I needed to get off the truck 6 days a week. So, I need to take care of me.
My 12,000 may not go out. It's still loading. I hope somebody gets it.
Hey, Bruce. So, I needed to get off the truck 6 days a week. And actually, I was also doing internal cleaning on the weekend. So I've been working, 7 days a week. So I know I posted a little text or a message I got this morning, and I woke up to this message, and it made my heart flutter because I don't do it for recognition. I just do it for the contractors.
Michael Owens. Well, how you doing, Michael?
Yeah. Hey, Mike. Hey, Toad.
Toad is here.
Oh.
He's mad at me, I guess.
He's
got to opt out.
Wow.
Hey, Toad, you just say stop, and it won't ever come to you again.
Oh, he's still mad. He's angry. So, I just.
He's not too angry, Trudi. He's been on probably my last 6 podcasts. So he's not really angry.
Oh,
he's just a hater, man, but you got to have hecklers, right?
Right. So I'm really excited about this event next January. We've got a lot of I've got a lot of new things coming up. We've got, I mean, just game changers, you know. I mean, just things that people don't expect. Stuff to help these contractors work year round, no matter where they're from.
He didn't get the reaction that he wanted. Anyways, look, the funny thing is, guys, when you come to these events, sometimes you get this drama that happens on the internet and people talk with their big boy panties on. But when they come to the events, it's a completely different atmosphere. There's never any problems. Most people are very cordial, they're very nice. Everybody's looking for a positive atmosphere to learn in. And those types of people don't typically, they're not going to show up face to face,
Right.
because they don't want to really grow and become better and get better. So don't let a guy on the don't ever let some one person on the internet ever rock your world. It's not worth it, right, Trudy? You wrote a
No.
post today. You got to wake up every day with positive things,
Positive and
positive
just
thoughts, moving forward, man. It's always good stuff. There are way more good people in this world than there are bad people. Just
there
remember
are.
that.
And here we go. Bruce Martin, prayers and thoughts to John Tornabene. He lost his mother. So
Absolutely,
I've been
guys. I
messaging
can't.
him.
I can't imagine, John. I know you're not listening to this tonight, but if you re-listen to this later when you're in bed, prayers to your entire family. I can't imagine that. I'm going to admit I was selfish because I first thought about my own mother and how much I miss her. And I thought, wow, I at least got to say goodbye to my mom. And John, that was taken from him. And that's just a terrible thing, man. If you don't, somebody dies on you, you know, at the spur of a moment, at a drop of a hat. And it just shows you, man, how important is life. Your kids, your mom, your dad, your brothers, tell them you love them because you don't know, man. We don't know if we're going to wake up tomorrow, right? I mean, that's just how it
Right.
is.
And don't put it off. My dad passed away 9 years ago, and I was busy that day, and I'm like, I'll call him tomorrow. And he's in England, or he was. And my sister called me and said, "Don't panic. I think Dad's dead." And of course, I panicked. And he was heading to the kitchen in England to go make a cup of tea and had an aneurysm and dropped. And I wish, I mean, I beat myself every day thinking I should have called him. I mean, 2 minutes. And I'm like, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. You can't just do it tomorrow.
No,
Tomorrow might
gotta
not be
take
there.
care of it. Gotta take care of it. And that strange thing when somebody's not going to live, you know what I mean? Their oxygen levels low.
Right.
There's no recovering. They got hours left. And they've been in a coma, right? And then they sit up and they talk to you as if everything's perfect. They tell you that they're going to go home tomorrow, and that night you're going to get that call the next morning that they're gone. And that's the craziest thing, but that's happened to me several times now. Several times now. It happened with my father, actually. He sat right up in bed and we were all in the room, the entire family. He told everybody he'll be back. He'll be going home tomorrow. Well, we didn't know what home he was really talking about, right? I mean,
Yeah. No,
he went home.
my dad came and showed me. I was sitting in the living room at my sister's house in England, and all of a sudden the lights turned on in the kitchen like he went to go make that cup of tea he wanted so bad, and it just scared the living daylights out of me.
Yeah.
But they say they don't leave the ones they love, so
Yeah.
I'm sure she's right there with you, John.
Again, John, we are very sorry, man, and be strong for your dad because I can't imagine he's probably more affected by it than anybody. Can't imagine losing a child or my mate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hasn't happened to me either yet. Let's knock on wood that it doesn't. I always say I want to go first. But, well, on a brighter note, January 18th and 19th, John will be we forgot to mention, John will be in Florida.
Oh yeah, he's going to be there.
doing the garage cleaning. And I always joke around, but it's really not a joke. He's the highest paid speaker in the industry right now because there is nobody that's had more successful classes one after the other than John. There are people in the industry, I'm sure, that have made more money in a session possibly, but John, every time he goes, PWNL will get upset with me for saying this, but like he had probably half the convention in his classroom at the show, half, and he would have had more if things would have worked out for sure. Things would have worked out for sure. Well, we got 28 viewers right now, Trudy. That's not bad. That's not a
That's
bad.
not bad.
That's not a bad night for a. What do we got? Wednesday night. Yep, it's a Wednesday night, the 19th. So we are exactly technically. It's not 90 days because I know there's not, there's 30 days in December. 31 is how many are there in January?
I don't know. I just think you're trying to stress me out right now.
Yeah, we're close, man. We're closer than we think, aren't we?
I've been traveling and teaching, and I have not even. I need to start. I need to get my stuff together because
we are way close. We are way close. Yeah, we are. We got because if we got November, that's 30. December, that's 60. And then we're right there. We're right there. We're tonight. Isn't that crazy? I didn't realize it's 90 days out.
Yeah.
It's 90 days out. We got a countdown.
Hey, Ben Wirt just commented it was his first event ever.
Ben, tell us about what you thought of the event, man. Give us a chime in and what you thought about the event. And hopefully you're coming back, man. We're looking forward to seeing you back.
Definitely.
Are you going to pay the shipping? That's all I want to know. You tell me you're going to pay the shipping, Greg. I'll give one away. I just don't. I know Trudy's going, don't argue with him, Ron. I'll pay the shipping.
I'll probably end up shipping it. I did the last two. Come on, Greg. Be more like me. Get the stuff out.
I know, man, that everybody says like you're the, like customer service and the quickness. I mean, they order stuff and then they go to bed and it's there the next morning. I mean, it's crazy. Do you have a transporter, Trudy, at the shop?
I am I'm my own little Amazon, I think. I just know, being a contractor for all these years, how important it is to get the stuff. You schedule your jobs, and if you're expecting it to get there 2 days and it takes 2 weeks, you have to keep postponing your job. You could lose that job.
Okay. Everybody watching right now, since Greg says he's going to give a gallon away. You say a gallon. Is that what it was? I want to make sure what it was. Time to give away a Green Ox box. What's a box? Is this different? Is a box different than
5 gallons?
5. Oh my goodness. Okay. So we're going to give a 5 away, guys. And here's as simple as it is right here. It's as simple as it is. I'm not going to do a race to this. Everyone that's watching right now, simply share this thing, chime in that you shared it, and say, I want to win a Green Ox. And we're going to pick from whoever says that. So all you got to do is type in, I want to win Green Ox, and share this feed anywhere right now. I don't care, into a group, into your own page. So you do those 2 things, share it and say, I want to win a Green Ox. And you're going to get a 5 gallon box. I guess we call it a box of Green Ox.
Hey, James and April.
Why do we call it a box, Trudy? Is it in a box?
And Brentley Mickelson.
Is the 5 gallon in a box?
They're doing a box now just because it's going to be cheaper to ship than a liquid. So I think we need to have Greg on here next week, and he can explain what it is, because mine's on his way. I haven't seen one yet. So
here, Greg, just call me. He can come on for a second. If Greg wants to come on for a second, he can call me. That way, at least he's giving it away. You want to come on for a minute, Greg? Come on in. Let's do it. Let's see if he answers, Trudy. Let's see if he answers. I got to mess with my mic, though, guys. So here we go.
Ray Price is on here. Slopsy Topsky. Cesar Garcia. Doug Gibson's on here.
Hey.
There you go. Can you hear Greg, Trudy?
Hey, Greg.
Hey, Trudy. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
Can you hear me now?
We can, but we may be getting some feedback, Greg.
All right, I just shut my other phone off, so it should be good.
Okay, well, let's hope.
That's better. There's a Facebook user. Hey, I don't know who you are. It just says Facebook user. Yep,
they want to win. They want to win it. Who's the Who's the one that said, hey, Ron and Trudi? I put you up on the screen right there. Go ahead and let us know your name.
Hey, Tommy, David.
So everybody wants to win Green Ox. D. Gibson. I know that sounds familiar. D. Gibson. I wonder what D stands for.
Doug Gibson. Actually,
Greg, are you going to just stay quiet or what?
No, you know me. I'll talk all night long.
Yeah, now I got to shut down.
No, definitely. This we have the Green Ox comes in a box also and in a bucket, and so we got a Green Ox box. It's like a song. I think it was 3 Locks box or something. But anyway,
Brentley, there's a little share button.
Hey, Mike.
You pull it up on whatever page you're on. You can go to my page, Ron Musgraves, and you probably share it from there because if you're watching from inside a group, it probably will not let you share it. So if you want to share it from my page or YouTube, guys, you can do that. Let me go get the YouTube link for you guys that want to share it that way because it's really simple. Then you can share it you can share the YouTube link anywhere, and it's not as restrictive as Facebook's kind of tough sometimes. If people aren't logged into the browser and stuff, you can't really hear them.
We got Mike Price. I already said hello to him. David Steers. We got Antonio Curry on there. I know Bent Wart already said he wants to share his Green Ox pictures. That'd be nice.
Yeah, guys, it was absolutely amazing with how many people we got the responses on the product here last week. Got a few people that weren't real happy about it, but most people were incredible. I had more requests to join our group than I've ever had in 1 week. So thank you so much. And I know that's a lot because everybody's getting the product and really enjoying the product and seeing that this stuff really is for real.
And what's really cool, guys, that link that I just shared, if you click on that page or that link, it'll take you to where that video is being driven from. Like right there, if you go to National Cleaning's page, you can go right there, and that's a public link, and you can share that one anywhere. Well, Trudi, we got a bunch of them, and I said we would pick one. So all these guys have done this now. There's probably about 26 of them. Pretty tough to get in there and shake a hat.
I know.
Why don't you give it to somebody you don't know?
I don't know this guy right here. Let's do that one.
Which one?
The Selcook Fadon.
He's the winner? He's the winner,
Yep,
guys.
he's the winner. I don't know him, so.
Want to come on?
What are you doing, Greg? I'm
talking to you guys.
We can still hear you, Greg. So
okay, good.
If you didn't think we couldn't hear you when you were screaming at your wife, we could hear you.
Oh, damn it! I just want to
mute that stuff, Greg, when you do that.
I know I should. It's so embarrassing. But listen, I just want to thank everybody. The support that I've gotten from the majority of people has just been absolutely fantastic. Ron, thank you for everything you've done. You've been just believing in the product since day one, and that's been awesome. And Trudi, I mean, you're the things you're doing with the paint and helping people, and I know you personally, and that's what I love about your girl is that everything with you is help people, and it's just fantastic. And that's why you are the new darling of this industry is because you truly do care about people.
Oh, I got a title. I like it.
Princess of the industry.
Oh,
I'm gonna
okay.
do this. Okay, so Tommy Reynolds, do me a favor. Message me on Messenger, and I'll get you another gallon of a chem, and you can just choose whatever chem you want, and we'll get you your own gallon. And then the next one I want to do Brentley Mickelson because he up and said he shared it. Brentley, contact me too by Messenger, Brentley, and we'll get you a gallon of your choice of chems, okay? And we just want to give Lori a shout out right there because she won a pretty big prize last time. I don't know if I didn't get a chance to meet her because I didn't come to the PWNA. I wonder if she wound up going. How you doing, Ben? And he said, thanks, Trudi, for the box, Greg. Your winner said thank you for the box of ox.
Welcome.
Oh, awesome.
So it's really a box of ox.
It's an ox box. Three locks
box. A box and a box. So that's good that we're going to give away a box. Hey, Greg, thanks for coming on really quick. We appreciate you. Want to say something? 30 seconds.
I got 30 seconds. No, just know that our customer service and trying to help you guys out there is amazing. And we do 24/7. You have anything, just call us, questions. Great product. Thanks for your support. That's all I can say.
Appreciate it, Greg. We'll see you. We'll see when we
Good
do
night, Greg.
talk about this thing. Appreciate you, man. Thanks. Bye. All right, we'll wrap this up, Trudi, because this was just about. We went over all the speakers we know we're having. We're hoping that Pat Clark comes and keynotes. Right. I really would like him to come and bring it. I think it would be a great thing. What else, man? What else is there?
Somebody asked
a hood cleaning guy's coming.
Yeah,
right?
there's a Facebook user that wants to know when I sleep. I don't. I'm always thinking. My husband gets so mad because I wake up tired.
You have a vodka rack, right?
I do have a vodka rack. Cheers. So no, I do. I'm going to get less sleep for the next 90 days just because I want to make this perfect for everybody. And I made that post, Ron, that what is the difference between a vendor event and a contractor event? And I did not get anybody to answer that. Do you know the difference?
The difference between a contractor,
a vendor event, and a contractor event.
Well, what should be the difference is the vendor event should benefit the vendors and the contractor event should benefit the contractors. And that's why we're having a contractor event.
We are.
And that's all we do is contractor events.
That's all we do. We put the contractors
They're what's
first.
conducive to helping contractors. And here we go. I don't mean to be beating up. I love the huge convention, had a lot of energy this year. I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
CETA spent $1 million. There wasn't a lot of attendance there. It looked glamorous and all that other stuff. But at the day's end, when you have a contractor show and it's about the contractor,
right,
not about 100 vendors, but about 100 contractors, you know what I mean? It always turns out to be a better show because it's that contractor for contract. It's hokey to say contractors for contractors, but it's really that mentality. And why Trudi and so many of the other people throw these events in the industry is, one, you're a contractor first.
Right.
That's what you are. You've been a contractor, you are a contractor, and you know what contractors need. And I'll give a plug for Trudi right here. Some people go, oh, they got lucky. They did this, they did that. There's excuses over excuses. The bottom line, the reason that Shane and Trudi are so successful with Panhandle Power Wash Supply is they were contractors and they knew what they weren't getting from their other suppliers, you know, and it doesn't take a rocket scientist. You sat down and formulated and said, what can we do for these contractors? Because we know what they need because we can't get it. We can't get taken care of the way we wanted it. Without mentioning names, I'm going to use an example. You bought a product from a very known distributor, and you couldn't get service on it, could you?
No.
Unbelievable, isn't it?
It is. And we had to have a local contractor help us to even get back to work. I would never do that to anybody. So I seen what everybody else was doing wrong because we purchased products for years. I'm not going to let somebody wait 2 weeks to get their product. You know, are there going to be flaws? Are there going to be issues? If you go through a leasing company, you're their customer at that point because I can't do anything until they release the funds to us. So, Lori, I'm so happy that you are doing great on your hotel, and I hope everything you bought the other day works great for you. You know, I know you shouldn't wait 2 weeks to get something. If you're down and you need a pump, then you need it to get back to work. And a lot of people ask me, they're like, why aren't you charging for your event? All these people want to come to your event. Why are you not charging? Because contractors need that money to buy the equipment and the supplies they need to pay their bills, to feed their family. And the more money they are, making, then they need to, later they're going to want to upgrade. They're going to need some more stuff. So I would rather contractors use the money that they have on stuff they need and not to have to pay for a class or an event. We've got a lot of educators out there that's donating their time. It costs them money to come to the event. They have to get their hotel rooms, they have to pay the food, the transportation, and they're doing this out of the goodness of their heart. So is this event free? Not really, not for us, but it is for the contractors, because that's where we want.
Yeah, there's no free training.
No.
This cost everybody, if they had to pay for this training, it's $1,150 a piece. So guess what? We could value this free training at what? $1,150 a piece. That's what you're getting when you come to this. So I want to say this. I hate when people devalue free. Okay? Free training can suck, so can paid training.
Right.
Okay? What we've done with Panhandle Power Wash Supply, National Cleaning Expo, and all these instructors in the industry was we are assembling the best instructors on the planet to be in one place on the 18th and 19th of January. On the 18th and 19th of January, some of the best instructors on the planet. No one can tell me undeniably. I'm going to tell you, Judd, I'm sorry. He was a diamond in the rough. He is somebody that knows what he's talking about. He didn't think he was a great instructor. He found out that he is. And every time he goes somewhere, he gives so much information on that gadgets class or accessories class, whatever you want to call it. And it was never done prior to him doing it. He's the first in the industry.
He is. And we've been talking tonight about adding extra gadgets, because I do my tricks of the trade, and I mess with stuff at the warehouse to make things easier for the contractors. Like if I can make something inexpensive, I know there's better stuff out there for it, but if I can make it inexpensive to get guys off ladders to make sure they're going to be safe, I'm going to do it. I'm not going to profit off it.
And Trudy, we've had testimonials from guys, and there's some that may chime in here. Trudi, Ron, we went to the paid training. It was thousands of dollars. We learned more at your free event times 10.
Yes, they did. It's going to be at Sandestin Golf and Beach Resort here in Florida. It's way up in the North Panhandle. It's actually lower Alabama. I can't even consider us Florida. I mean, you got to go north to get south in Florida. So it's in Sandestin, Florida. So who doesn't want to go to the beach in January?
No, and nobody doesn't. I'll tell you what, also, I want to tell these guys just really quick. I got to give a plug. I got to give this plug. I'm giving away an F9 cookbook next Wednesday with Marco Raimondo, Washmart. He and I, we get online and we talk about the state of the industry. So don't miss that show next Wednesday. I'll be doing this show again with Trudi next Wednesday, because we're committed to doing a show every Wednesday until the event. We're going to be bringing you content, bringing you speakers. Marco's not coming to the Sandestin event, but I do want to get an honorable mention is if you go to National Cleaning Expo, when you ask where you can find that, you can find all of the free shows, all the free shows that Trudi supports and goes to as well. Because Trudi, you've gone to the Young Guns, which I hope we do again this year. Your own event, which was a bomb. You've been to Washmart events before. Hopefully, you're going back again. Yeah. We also have Caleb Ross event, the Stain and Sealing Pros. That's another free event. That's one that, my goodness, you can go and get stain and sealing advice. Also, they will be coming to Trudi's event if you're in Sandestin. Don't go to Kentucky if you're in Florida or you're in Georgia or you're in somewhere where you're closer to them. Go to Trudi's event and get the training there. Greg, you can just take this sound bite. I've not seen anybody better than Greg Tatum. A lot of guys are upset about this because I've seen everybody train, and there are some great trainers out there. but he is a good, he knows what he's doing when it comes to paver. And I've never seen anybody do the training quite like he's done it and does it. It's awesome paver sealing training. And I mean, I can tell you, I've seen all the guys in the industry for the last 25 years do paver training, all of them. I've seen them all train. And I'm going to just tell you, there you go, Greg. There's your soundbite for your commercial. He wants it. Now you got it.
Alejandro said he was so sad he can't assist to the last event. Well, hopefully you can make it to the next one.
He has won a lot of shirts and a lot of prizes, man. Won a lot of them. All right, Trudi, I don't know where 40 minutes went, but we're supposed to be keeping this thing to 30 minutes. We're 10 minutes going on 11 minutes over right now. So I love being on with you tonight. It was awesome stuff, guys. What do you want to do? Do you want to say something in closing, Trudi?
I'm just so excited to be part of this industry, and I have given my heart and my soul to this industry, even when I was, well, I still wash, but when I go to jobs and homeowners look at me like, oh, you're a 5 foot tall woman. You can't do this. You need help. And I'm like, no. So I'm just happy to have lived through the experiences that I've lived and am able to share and help contractors. I mean, it's what it's about, contractors helping contractors. And that's why these contractor events are successful. So I hope to see everybody at my January 18th and 19th events. We're going to have an amazing time. I've got some little special things going on. They're in the works, and I'll release them as they go. As long as I get them nailed down. I don't like to promise anything and then not follow through. So I'm going to make sure it's nailed down before I say anything.
In closing, man, that's all I'm going to say right there, man. Trudi is an amazing woman, amazing contractor, an amazing distributor. Go to nationalcleaningexpo.com, guys. Ron Musgraves, Pressure Washing Institute, Contractors First. We'll see you again.